Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the third season of In the Blender. This next guest, he's been on 3 times. This is his third time. He's been on with Papa Paul as well last year, but this time I'm bringing him solo, all the way from Philadelphia. When we come back, we'll get to know who I'm talking about. So y'all sit back, relax, grab yourself a little stogie, and we'll be right back.
Shake, 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 yeah. Shake, 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 shake. Shake money in the place. Miami plays, Miami days in the blender was shaking his friends. We gonna talk about the Fins again. Miami plays, Miami days in the blender was shaking his friends. We gonna talk about the Fins again. Is you a fan or a troll? Are you trying to wish us good? Trying to take control, bringing problems to the hood. What takes your soul? Miami Dolphins bring the wood. Super Bowl is the goal. Tyreek Hill. I'm trying to kick it with Shay. You gotta be a real fan. No pretenders and fakes. We're gonna open up the line. Come correct with your taste. If you step into us blind, we're gonna show you the way. Miami plays, Miami days in the blender was shaking his friends. We're gonna talk about the Fins again. Miami plays, Miami days in the blender was shaking his friends. We're gonna talk about the Fins again. Never want the season to end. Let's mix it up a little with gin. And I remember when I knew that the Dolphins would win. Yeah, rockin' with Shake, rockin' with Shake. Let's go. I never want the season to never mix it up a little with gin. That's right. Pass it on to one of my friends. Yeah, rockin' with Shake, rockin' with Shake. Larry K, what up? Phin-Addicts. TFTG, the tailgate. Miami Dolphins, baby. What up, Lou? Shake money. Crypto, check it. Me? God bless y'all. Miami Dolphins #1. And we out. Miami Dolphins football, the greatest football team. We push the ball from goal to goal like no one's ever seen. Respect us.
Oh man. So season 3 is on the way. Like I said, we're doing this all the way till July. Help us get through the off season. I get to meet some people, get some one-on-one time. Some people will have platforms, some people won't have their own platforms. This next guest has his own platform, but I have some confirmed guests. My homeboy, Man of the Future, is coming on here this Tuesday. DJ Vince, he's scheduled to be on here. That's DJ Vince. And the Blitz Pickup, Tony and Lewis, will be on here. And I just confirmed today on Facebook that the one and only Paris Love will be in the blender coming soon, man. So I'm gonna schedule him sometime in March. Y'all tune in. That's gonna be one of my favorite episodes. I've been wanting to get him in the blender for the longest. But my next guest, when I first met this guest because of Tory Day of the Dolphins Den. I remember Tory Day messaged me, "Hey, why don't you interview Dolphin Winters?" I said, "Sure, set it up." He did, and I tell you what, man, it was one of the best things he could ever did, man. I truly met a great friend in Dolphin Winters. I truly I enjoy every time he comes to the Dolphin games. We get to see each other in the tailgate, and I am honored to have him as my guest too in season 3 of In the Blender. My man, Dolphin Winters. What's going on, brother?
Yay, listen, man. Peace, love, friends up to you, brother. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you calling you a friend as well, man. And I just got to shout out our brother Todd Bless with the theme, man. That
Yeah.
that I love the theme of your show. I mean, he sampled "Rest in Peace" to the great jazz legend Roy Ayers. He sampled "Everybody Loves the Sunshine" on your team, so I
Mhm.
had to definitely bring acknowledgement to that as well. But brother, it's always a pleasure talking to you and being around you, man. The
Yeah.
respect and is definitely mutual, man. How you doing today, brother? Talk to me.
Oh man, it's blessed, man. I'm blessed. I'm always blessed. I'm on the right side of the dirt, and it is what it is. My on my team
Amen to
wise,
that.
it's a different story. But but real
we
life
got a
wise, I'm
whole
doing
we got
well.
a we got a whole
I'm blessed.
55 minutes. Yeah, we got a whole 55 minutes to talk about that, bro. Wherever you want to start, we can go, man. Because
Let's talk about the elephant in the room real quick.
wherever you want to start.
You're from Philadelphia. We have a lot of proud Philadelphia fans. I had Cruz Ruiz
Yes.
in the blender. He's from Philadelphia. I had Ali
Hmm.
Dolfriki. She's from
Yes. Shout
Philadelphia.
out to Cruz Louise.
Yeah, we have some great representation in Philly. Now, with that being said, man, you root for every team except from Philly except for the Eagles, and I think they're the ones that recently won the
Excellent.
championship. I know
They
the
are
baseball
now
team
the.
went to the championship, right?
That was '08. We haven't been
Mhm.
to. We haven't been. We. The last World Series we got was '08. So yeah, but right now the Eagles are the hottest ticket in town. They've been
Yeah,
to three Super Bowls in the last 9 years, now being the two-time reigning Super Bowl champions. So yeah, it's rough being a Dolphins fan living in Philly and seeing not only the first time when they won, seeing your star running back help them win a Super Bowl back when they had Nick Foles, but now to sit
mhm.
there and see them do it with the defensive coordinator that you had on your team. So it's like it hurts. But what can you do, man? What can you do?
Yeah. Did you go out to any of the parades when they won the
No,
parade?
the only
Did you
parade I
see?
went to was the Phillies parade. I would not. No, I literally the first parade literally went down right down the street. I literally live right up the street from Broad and Albany. So Broad
Mhm.
Street is the main artery of Philadelphia. The first time they won the Super Bowl, it literally went through Philadelphia and literally went past a block away from my house. The second time they just kept it in Center City. So,
Shout out to
but no, I didn't. I'm not the.
so yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, man. So yeah, man. And your brother's a Philadelphia fan too, right?
Oh, my younger brother my brother Eric, yeah, he's a diehard Eagles fan. Diehard. I got the I got one, two, three, four. I have about six brothers, and I know the majority of them are Eagle fans, for the exception of my one brother. He's a Raiders fan.
Hmm.
So yeah,
He's a Raiders fan. So Raiders fan,
hmm
Eagles fan, and a Dolphin fan.
hmm
That's the household.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I remember
No,
you the first time in here. You became a Dolphin fan because somebody influenced you.
yes, you can say that in a polite way.
Damn, she was that was mean.
Well, brother, listen, I'm gonna be honest
Yeah,
with you. Besides that, though, I mean, I no, like I said, my favorite player is OJ McDuffie. To be able to have OJ on our show, like to be able to talk to him and stuff
yeah,
like
he's a
that,
good dude. I
that's
had
kind
him
of
on
a
this show too.
dream come true when you got, yeah, yeah, when you get a chance to sit there and have your favorite Miami Dolphin player on your show. Come on, man.
Oh yeah,
Like really, like and not just once, multiple times. So
yeah,
definitely. So
he's a salt to
yeah,
the earth. OJ McDuffie, definitely.
absolutely, yes.
Uh, he
You
says,
know,
"Winters, your brother must be a Mexican. He's a Raiders fan."
yeah. Oh no, it's funny because I even asked him. I said, "How did you?" I forgot his story of how he became a Raiders fan, but yeah, because I really, when we played against the Raiders that one year, I wanted to try to get tickets for us to go, but he's in the military. I love my brother. I love all my brothers, but about I want to say every single one of them went into the military except for two. So yeah,
Hmm.
So yeah, he's right now active. He's in the active reserves, Army reserves as we speak, and he's a sergeant also. So definitely I want to thank him for his service and all my brothers for all their service for the United States of America and keeping our shores and keeping us safe. You know what I mean? So, but
So
what we
let's
gonna do
get
about
into
this
it.
team? That's
Let's get into it. What did you think of the Dolphins? What would you grade the Dolphins last year?
with the 8-9 record, the expectations that we had last season, the unfortunate injury to Tua, injuries plural. And then it was called plug a quarterback in for a few weeks. And Shake, it was a roller coaster ride, bro. We were there for some of those games. You got a chance to be there. The Cardinals game, if I'm correct.
Yeah, I
You
was
was
at the
there for the
Cardinals
Cardinals
game with
game.
Crypto, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, and I was at the Buffalo game and the Cardinals game. And I'm not gonna lie, it was the Buffalo game was a hard pill to swallow. Being week two, having this having a lot of promise and feeling like, oh, we're gonna get over the hurdle, and then they just mowed us down. They just mowed us down like we didn't exist. Um, I don't want to drag it out, but I'll sit there and give our season a C because of the expectations. You got to think earlier in that season, preseason, uh you had the owner. Uh, he was sitting there. Ross was sitting there talking about, oh yeah, we're gonna talk about we're trying to go to the Super Bowl, and all this stuff, and da da da. Da. It sounds good, The players, we're gonna be dogs, and we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. It sounds good, but when you get your expectations up and you don't see what you need to see, it's a problem. So yeah, I give last season a C. I do. I give it a C.
Yeah, because tell you what, last year's expectations going into the season are not nowhere as high as this year's season going into the expectations are as high as this season.
Hmm.
You know,
I,
so
I I was worried last year, but I'm very worried about this season coming up. I'm not gonna lie to anybody. I'm not. And I know you have an agenda. I know you got questions that you want to ask me. I don't want to go fast forward, so you can ask the next question because I could go off for a little bit. Seriously.
all right. And speaking of hard questions, I always ask this: who was your offensive MVP last year? That's a hard question because and your defensive MVP last year.
I mean, offensive MVP, I would say it would be a Chan. But I would say, all right, no, no, let me rephrase that. I got a 1A and 1B. I would
Okay.
say a Chan and Janu Smith are my 1A and 1B. That's my two uh offensive MVPs. Defensively, I would have to put Calais Campbell and Brooks 1A, 1B because both of those guys played very consistent throughout the season. You've seen the difference when Calais Campbell was in the game. He's a physical presence, and his knowledge alone helped us with a lot of different plays to get out of a lot of jams. When he wasn't in the game, you could tell the difference. Brooks
Yeah.
Brooks brought it. He brought his lunch pail every game. I like players like that. I like them hard nosed, crack you, punch you in the mouth type players. I've always liked players like that. So
Yeah.
Brooks and Calais Campbell, my 1A, 1B for defense too.
Yeah. Calais Campbell. A lot of people didn't have high hopes for him because he was in his almost in his 40s. You know what I'm saying? And in his late 30s, and he turned out to be one of the hardest working guys there.
Family, I'm gonna tell you something. He is a freak of nature. 18th season, balling like that. Yeah, he's a freak of nature, man. He's definitely a freak of nature.
You think? Oh, you think
So
they're gonna be? I don't think he signed yet. What's going on, Mister Finisher? How you doing, brother?
yeah, I hope that he gets signed for real. And I'll be honest with you, my worst nightmare, I just don't want to hear waking up one morning and hearing the Philadelphia Eagles sign Calais Campbell, because I got a funny feeling that that might actually happen.
Yeah, I mean, he might want, yeah, because I think he's got maybe 1 or 2 years left in him, you know. And that's one thing about I was talking, I was going over players that are in the 30s. You look at the defensive tackles position,
Mhm.
they're
Right.
they have a bit of a shelf life versus like the defensive ends that rely on their fast twitch and stuff like that. Those type of players that,
Mhm.
you know, because Jordan Poyer, we thought, well, I ain't think nothing, but man, he was kind of a disappointment. But then again, a lot of people had that feeling.
You know what was so sad? I was really trying to sit there and get that man the benefit of the doubt when we picked him up because I would have been like, oh man, this is the changing of the guard. We got the guy that knows how to play. Josh Allen, who played against them in practice for 7, 8 seasons. Excuse me, 7, 8 seasons. So you're thinking in your mind, I think as a fan, you're thinking in your mind, well, shit, we're getting somebody from the enemy. Why not? Now, yo, this could be the cheat sheet that we need, man. I don't know if he was like the way he played. I don't know if he was just a spy for the Buffalo Bills to see what we were doing in the locker room and reporting back to him.
Hmm.
Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I respect every NFL player. I do. I respect any athlete that goes out there, puts their body on the line. But I never forget those plays where he was getting trucked on the field as well.
Yeah,
So,
even Raphael Courtwright agrees with you.
Raphael, that's my brother. Shout out to Raphael, man.
Yeah,
I
he's
have
a
I have some. I wanted to definitely shout him real quick. Definitely, he's one of my regulars. One of my regulars that pops up on the WCFL Dolphins talk, and I appreciate his support along with a lot of other people as well, and you too.
yeah.
Definitely.
As a matter of fact, he had his own episode last year on in the Blender, so that was one of my favorite episodes to record.
Hmm.
He talked about his
Yeah,
life as a
yeah.
Marine and how he was overseas and things like that.
Mhm.
So
Yes, sir. Thank you for your
definitely a
service,
good dude, and
Raphael.
he's
Appreciate you, brother.
I
Yeah.
see him on he and not just me, Miss Finn's. He supports TD Finn's Talk, CB83, the Finn's Tailgate, and this new up and comer Big C from the Finn's Posse, which I'm gonna have him up here soon too, man. I can't wait to have Finn's Posse, Big C.
Cool. I'll be looking out. Yeah. I'm gonna definitely look out for that. I definitely want to look out for that. Definitely want to see that episode.
Yeah,
You know.
his story is interesting because his mom is a Buffalo Bills fan.
Wow.
Most of his family,
Wow. What a household.
most of his family is Bills fans. So that's good. Definitely be an interesting. Oh yeah, and here's DDW, DG Live, TD, Steve Malloy, and Bobby. Yeah, this man,
Yeah.
he's a. That's why we love Raphael, man.
Yes, definitely. Shout out to Raphael for the support. Definitely.
He lives in Arizona, man. Which, by the way, I want to go to Arizona because I hear that's a nice time of year.
Oh, dude, I've had family that lives in Arizona, and it's beautiful. But then when it gets hot, it's just you don't want to go outside.
Yeah,
Like literally, you don't want to go outside. You think Florida heat is bad? Ugh, man.
yeah. Raphael Courtwright told me that his dashboard cracked from the heat, that dry heat.
From the
So
heat,
yeah,
that's insane. Yeah, December to
December to
March.
March.
Yeah, that's the coolest time. Yep. Now is we going right into April. Man, it's gonna start cooking over there, bro.
Yeah, I mean it's cooking in Florida too. I tell you what, it's getting hot as hell in Florida.
That's crazy. What you guys in the 80s?
Yeah, I mean it's the humidity though. It's the humidity that makes it hotter. But right now,
Yeah.
if you're under a shade, you'll be fine. But once August hits, it doesn't matter. You could be under a shade. Hell, you could. And what's funny? What's even funny is outside, right? If you have a fan outside, it's even worse because that it sucks in that humidity and it turns into like a little mini oven. The
Right.
fans don't even work inside in the whatchamacallit.
Mm, mm,
So
mm.
so let me ask you, free agency has gone by, right? Who was your favorite
Yes.
uh pickup and so far, and who was your least favorite pickup?
KJ Britt from Tampa Bay was my favorite. My least favorite was the gentleman that was the offensive tackle that we picked up from Chicago Bears. Um, I think KJ Britt can bring his experience, you know, praying like we always say with all players, praying that he can play a healthy season, which that's all we want is a healthy season for all our players. Um, I think he brings a spark. He can bring a spark to our defense and some leadership to our defense. On the other hand, with the offensive lineman, I forgot what the gentleman's name is. No disrespect. Um, I've done my homework on him and watched all 22 on him, and Khalib got sacked a lot from him, from missed assignments, misstepping a lot of stuff. That you know, hopefully that our offensive line coach, Mr. Barry, Coach Barry, can sit there and get them together and sit there and do something with them, and hopefully he'll sit there and change because they always say players change when they get into a different system. So if he's in a different system, maybe just maybe it'll work out better for him here than it did in Chicago, and so we can keep Tua upright.
Yeah, and what about the guy from that we got from Pittsburgh, that guard that we got, James Daniels?
When did we pick up James Daniels? We just recently picked him up, or
Yeah, yeah,
we
he was
had
a
him for a
guard, but
minute?
unfortunately, he had
Wow.
a Achilles injury. That's why we were able to get
And
him
that's,
for such a good price.
if I'm correct, we got about 4 or 5 players that are coming back off of Achilles tears, and that's a very worrisome because we know what Achilles does. We watched it with, unfortunately, with Chubb.
Hmm.
And we unfortunately watched, Phillips re-injure his injury. So we understand the severity of those injuries, and that's why it was like kind of a red flag when I'm watching us sign a lot of the guys, but then going back if you go do your own history, your own homework, 4 or 5 of these players that we signed for 1 year deals all had some type of ACL tear. And I'm praying that they don't get injured playing for us. I pray they don't get injured at all. But that's very sensitive. Um Hopefully it works out for us. Um but yeah, like I'm just looking right now at our free agency. I understand we didn't have a lot of money to spend. I wasn't expecting us to do anything major, but
Hmm.
they said that agents were waiting. They said agents were waiting for the Miami Dolphins to call, and they wasn't calling. Simple reason why we didn't have the money that I think a lot of these guys wanted to come to Miami. That's
Yeah,
why.
I know there's a lot of player. Listen, I wanted to get what's his name, Fries, Will Fries from the Colts, but he ended up signing somewhere else. I
I
think he would have
wanted
been a great.
was it Mufunga? I wanted Mufunga that he was player he
Yeah,
played for
yeah,
the
from the
49ers, the
San
safety
Francisco
for the
49ers. Hell yeah,
49ers. But he
me
wound up
too.
Yeah, but he wound up going to Denver. He wound up going to Denver, and I was really upset when we didn't even make an attempt. I was like, we didn't even make an attempt. His agent said the Dolphins didn't even call. They didn't even
Damn.
attempt. And I'm just like, wow, what are we doing here? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, and I know you got questions to ask, but you know, the question marks coming up for this upcoming season is going to be the secondary. It's gonna be a lot of question marks all over this team, this upcoming season. Depending on what we do in about less than a month from now, uh, see what we're gonna do in the draft, this upcoming draft. It's going to be interesting to see what this team is going to look like, uh, going through non-voluntary and involuntary, and then training camp, and it's going to be interesting. It really is. I'm really trying to keep my hopes high, but I'm not. it's not there, Shay. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, I know we're at the end of March, and I know it's the beginning of baseball and all that. But 9 times out of 10, you still would want to be a little bit hyped for your team. And just with the
Hmm.
moves that we made in free agency, I don't think it's like everybody's like, "Wow, I'm ready. I'm ready to go back. I'm ready. I'm ready." No, I'm not. What we're gonna do in this draft is going to sit there and change my mind, just maybe a little bit. You
Yeah,
know,
because here's the thing: in order for even if we do have a successful draft, right? Let's say we do. In order for a rookie to flourish, they have to have a good team around them. If they don't have a good team around them, they'll do well, but I don't think they'll do as well as they could if they have an established team. And I think right now we don't have that established team right now. We got no. We have right now. We have no
right?
players under guarantee. None of our free agents this year got guaranteed contracts past this year. They're all 1 year deals.
None at all. All
So
1 year deals.
you think is would you think it's maybe a retooling? They're getting to set themselves up for the next few years because. But I think the one telling thing is they didn't restructure Tua. That was the one thing. Usually, when teams are in their window, they usually will restructure the quarterback to make those moves. And right now, Tua has yet to be restructured. Rather, they don't believe in his play or his injury concerns, whatever may have you. That's the telltale sign they did not restructure Tua's contract. Because I think if they were to restructure his contract, that would have
I'll
made
be.
a lot more money.
I don't even think it's a grounds. No disrespect to Tua or any NFL player, but I don't think Tua did enough this season to get his contract reconstructed. Or you know what I mean? I don't think. Well, not just reconstructed. They're not going to touch him. They're going to probably leave Tua alone.
Yeah.
They'll probably go to, and they're not going to touch Tyreek's money. They're not. The problem is a lot of this money is already tied into four players: Tua, Reek, Waddle, and Ramsey. That's the main four people that you got your money tied up in. Remember, you
Mhm.
gave two of those players extensions last
Yeah, last
season,
year.
which was which was Ramsey and Tyreek. So you got a lot of your money tied up in the four players. You don't have a lot of wiggle room to do anything else. I think we did expect that Armstead and Chubb would take some type of cut or whatever to still remain with the team. I think we all guessed that correctly, but they're not going to touch those guys. They're going to leave their money alone. And that's going to be a problem for us. I really believe Paul said it the best that we're in a soft rebuild. And honestly, I'm looking at it and it feels like a soft rebuild.
Yeah. And if we finish, which I'm gonna bring up Michael K's comment here, and as crazy as that sounds, right now, uh, Vegas doesn't have us maybe 7 wins or something like that. So he was saying six under six 5 wins. So that's a real possibility, man.
I said, Dude, I said right now, somebody asked me, one of my coworkers asked me, because we talk football all year round at my job. I'm surrounded by Eagle fans. You do have fans of other teams that work at my hospital. But
Yeah,
somebody asked me, they say, if the season started right now, I said 7-10. And I literally said that. I said 7 wins right now. You know, I mean, we still got the draft to come, but we don't know. I'm praying that they would go offensive line and defensive line the first four picks that they get. I mean, that's just me personally.
yeah,
But
trenches.
right now, I'm yeah, yeah. I would honestly say right now, as of now, for 7-10 right now. They got to prove a lot of things to me, especially with the moves that New England made and what Buffalo's done. We still got to wait to see what the Jets are going to do. Hmm. Yeah.
By the way, Armando Swim, what's going on, man? Scott Jackson in the building. What's up, Scott Jackson? But Armando Swim says 5 wins. So I mean, you can't blame him. You know, what I mean, right
Damn.
now we're Cat for Life.
Right.
We, we we're at a crossroads. We're like uh, this is the first time we're going up now. We're heading back down, back down. Our when we got McDaniels, we were on the upswing. Now we're looks like we're headed back down to
Yeah,
the level, especially now that
yeah.
the Patriots look. I know until it happens, but Patriots they've gotten better on paper, and that doesn't mean
The
nothing.
Patriots
But
got
you
a
got a
whole
proven
lot
coach like
better,
Mike Vrabel.
and you just picked up Stephon Diggs for what he just got. I mean, and they got receivers before Stephon Diggs on that team, so that adds another element and another tool for Drake to sit there and throw to next season, and that's going to be a headache for any defense that faces the New England Patriots. I
And they got
mean,
Josh McDaniels back too.
Buffalo, yeah, got Josh McDaniels back. So, they definitely trying to sit there and not have no more seasons like they did last season. I love the fact I got my brother Russell. He be on the show also that lives up in Massachusetts, and he says that yeah, they definitely chirping up there. They chirping hard already. Can't wait. Talking about we're back. So they're already excited for the season to start with all the moves that they're making up there in New England. So
Yeah, I got a buddy of mine who I work with. We text each other back and forth, and he's already chirping too. He's a diehard Patriots fan, and I
mhm.
tell you what, I'm definitely gonna hear from him once we play him, whatever week we play him in. So let me. Hey,
Well, I
before we
plan
get
on going to that game, and
one of the things I brought
I'm
you
gonna
here
probably
for,
go
let
to
me
that game. I'm gonna go. Yeah.
let's real quick. I want to go back down memory lane real quick, and this is
Hmm.
one of the reasons I'm glad I brought you here because how back do you go with wrestling? I need to know.
Oh my God, bro. If you want to sit there and do a show, if you want to sit there and do a wrestling show, we can have it, bro. I mean,
All right, I'll
I
do
go
that.
back, I go back,
I'll do that. I'll
I'll
do
go
that with
back.
you.
All right, so I'll sit there.
How back do you go with wrestling? Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
And from there,
Yes,
that's what we
sir.
did. We
Definitely looking forward to it.
as a matter of fact, this Saturday, man, we've been doing another show this Saturday on Wrestling Talk, man.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. It's supposed to be beautiful here in Philadelphia, 83 degrees with a breeze. I mean, after I'm done the show, I'm going to head on out and enjoy the day. I'm looking forward to talking about is the lead up to Dynasty, which I'll be at Dynasty that next Sunday, almost a week and a day after the podcast. So I'll be sitting there talking about stuff like that, and we can talk about what's going on with WWE, the lead up to WrestleMania and SmackDown and Raw and whatever we want to. If you're a wrestling fan and you enjoy talking professional wrestling, come on up or just be in the comments that day because we talk about current, past, present, and what could be future of professional wrestling. So definitely tune in. That it's funny because somebody asked me, they're like, "Is there a day you don't talk Dolphins or wrestling?" I'm like, "There's not a day that I
Yeah, yeah,
either not talk Dolphins or not talk wrestling. Seriously, it's not."
yeah. Well,
So
wrestling, you see, people get hit in the head with chairs, and after watching a Dolphin game, you feel like you get hit by a chair. Oh man,
it's kind of funny that you mentioned that. It's kind of funny that you mentioned that because just recently last night, I just watched the Dark Side of the Ring and they recapped the Hell in a Cell match with Undertaker and Mick Foley, aka Mankind, and he went through the narration of that. We could talk more about it on Saturday, but it feels like sometimes it feels like you're on top of the world, you're on top of that cage, and then sometimes it feels like the Dolphins throw you off the top of the cage
kind of like how
onto the
they
announce
did Mick
table.
Foley.
Yeah, I swear to you, it feels just like that sometimes because it's like you have your hope, your highs, you got your hopes all high, and you like, oh, we're gonna do this, and then when you're watching, sometimes it's like your feelings just goes, it,
God
it
damn.
really does. It really does, But we love this team, and I'm not loving any other team. I'm rocking aqua, orange, and white to the day I die, and even in the afterlife. So I ain't going nowhere. I've been through some rough seasons, so What
Yeah.
else is new?
So let me ask you some on the spot questions. But before I do my usual on spot questions, it is presented by our man right here.
What's up, y'all? This is Chef Jew. Looking for a great chef for your next catering party, private party, office party, etc. With welcome watering meals and desserts. Let Chef Jew Catering and Sweet Treats take care of it for you at an affordable price. Call me at 786-804-8096. Also, reach me at chefjewcatering@gmail.com. Direct message on Facebook and Instagram at Chef Juice Catering. Chef Juice Catering and Sweet Treats. Food with a passion. We do it all.
So being that you're
That's
Philadelphia,
the
right?
man right
We have a
there, bro.
yeah, the man, Chef Jew, man. Hit him up, Chef Jew's Catering. He delivers cookies now, so hit him up definitely.
Oh,
Uh,
dope.
so let me ask you this: being that you're in Philadelphia, we have a bunch of beat writers. Who would you say is your favorite, like, favorite beat writer to hear opinions from? As far as you got your Omar Kellys, you have your Alan Poupards, Joe Shads, Adam Beasley's. Which one do you uh look to who opinion do you take the most out of all the beat writers that we have as far as Dolphins media is concerned? Do we have
I'm
Daniel
not gonna lie to
Sufuke?
you. I don't really like really listen to the beat writers. I listen to more of you guys.
Hmm.
Your team, the whole team here. I like to listen to my man Reason, Finside the NFL, or Miss
Okay.
Fins, or Dudley Durong, or TD. I could go down the list. I listen to more of you guys than I listen
Hmm.
to the Omar Kellys. And no disrespect to those men and women,
Yeah.
but I listen to more of the fans and the fan interaction, especially the people like CB83 and, all the whole crew of you guys, Crypto and, I can go down a list of people. I listen to you guys more than I listen to the people that actually report it, and or I watch the press conference myself and make my own analogy. I don't really listen. Like I've listened to Joe Rose before. Um,
Hmm.
and he has great intake, and I like listening to guys Shake more that played the game, that made that turn, to
Hmm.
being an analyst and stuff like that, more than a beat writer. You know what I mean? Because and this is no disrespect to the beat writers. I
Yeah.
respect
Fair point.
people that actually was in the trenches than somebody that actually just typing with a typewriter. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I mean, they actually understand what it is to be out there in the trenches in certain situations, and they experience certain situations where a beat writer can't tell me because they've never experienced that situation.
By the way, Scott Jackson and Ronald Swim, I agree. Alan Poupard, I like Alan Poupard. I think he's one of the one that really calls it down the middle. Chris Perkins is another one that people I like Chris Perkins as well. He's very he also is the one who kind of calls it fair and square. He doesn't overhype anybody. He doesn't underhype anybody. He just you know he doesn't try to make they don't try to make something out of nothing. That's the thing I like
Right,
about those guys,
right.
especially Alan Poupard.
Mhm.
Chris Perkins, I love Chris Perkins, man. Especially now with the every time I see Chris Perkins, you know who Chris Perkins, right? He used to be bald. Now he has hair. Every time I see him with the hair, he looks like Jeffrey from Fresh Prince of Bel Air. All he needs is a British accent.
That's funny.
All he needs is that British accent, man. All right. Speaking of what how is your show coming along? By the way, how's the West Coast Dolphin fans? I see you guys
Our show is
are
going
are
very.
doing the
Our show's going good. I mean, I love the fact that we do have our regulars that come on and they do
yeah.
sit there and they do come out and watch. It's not many, but guess what? A couple to believe in you means more than nobody that's not believing in you. So I appreciate whoever comes out or whoever tunes in on YouTube or the Huddle Sports Network or Instagram or any of that or Facebook, or on here on YouTube. I appreciate who all that tunes in on our show and whoever ever comes on our show. I definitely do appreciate it because it's humbling and it's fun. And I love the fact I get a chance to see you guys at least once or twice a week. You know what I mean? To be able to talk about something that we love. It doesn't matter if it hurts us, makes us disgusted, makes us mad, or makes us like joy. We all have this one
Mhm.
thing in common, and that's the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, yeah. And I love, I definitely love some. I can't think of his name right now. I'm drawing a blank. Johnny O, man. I love his.
Yeah,
He's funny
my
too. He
guy.
jokes. Cracks jokes and whatnot. I also have I forgot to put him on the guy who sells us the jerseys. Um,
Excuse me. Tom
he,
O'Gara.
Tom O'Gara. Yes, Tom O'Gara. He's coming in the blender too. He's in the Caribbean right now, but as soon as he
Oh,
gets back into
great.
town, Tom O'Gara it
Yeah,
will be in the blender as well. So let me ask you on the spot
yeah.
question.
Because I'm.
Oh, Pete, hell yeah, Pete. I love Pete, man. He's the Alex. Pete is the Alex Jones of the YouTube community. But let me ask you this. All right. So last year, lack of success. Do you think it was Tua not staying healthy, or Adam or Adam? Okay, sorry, damn. That was a Freudian slip if I ever seen one. Mike McDaniel. Mike McDaniel not preparing a backup quarterback to adjust to the game.
And the answer to that is both. Because we
Both.
all knew that as a fan base, we all knew that this offense was only going to go as far as Tua was going to take us. Because we know of the simplicity of the offense. If anybody paid attention to the what was it, the Hard Knocks and all the stuff that we got a chance to see on the Hard Knocks, if the one key thing that came out is the simplicity. It's very sophisticated system that he had to run, and it was geared up for who? Tua. Anybody else was in that system, it they look lost, and it takes more than just a week to learn that system. So I give Hunley and the people that came in right away to be able to play in that system. I give them kudos. You know, I don't give kudos to Skylar Thompson, which he's been in the system for over 3 years, and he looked like a scared deer in headlights this past season when he played in Seattle. So yeah, that was that, and like I said earlier, this system is built for Tua. It's not built for anybody else. It's not.
Yeah, and yeah, and it seems like I think see I made a joke. Me and Dolphins in Seattle are we're one ahead of Seattle because Seattle's got two quarterbacks that the Jets didn't want, which was Sam Darnold and Geno Smith. We got three.
Donald and Geno
Uh,
Smith.
we
Well,
got
I know
three. We have
Geno Smith rolled out.
yeah, he's doing
Yeah,
pretty well though.
because yeah, Geno's like, I gotta go. I'm not gonna be back up to him. So he left. I forgot where Geno signed.
Oh, they traded him
He
to the
signed
Raiders.
somewhere else.
He's back with his
Yeah, he
boy
went to Raiders.
Pete Carroll. He reunited with Pete
Hmm.
Carroll. Iceman, what's going on? What's up, me brethren? So man, yeah, it's like I said, last year was I don't know. It's last year was last year. Do you think if Tua would have stayed healthy, we would have made the playoffs?
Yes, I
Yeah,
believe that because I think the games that we lost, the costly games, the Indianapolis game was costly, the Cardinals game was costly, the Tennessee game was costly. Like a lot of those games that we should have won were
yeah.
costly games. If you win those three games, we're in the playoffs.
Well, we
You
just needed
know,
two to win. To be honest with
That
you.
was the sad part about that. Yeah, yep.
No, even
And I
one
mean,
because
it wasn't. I can't.
if you would have won one game, we didn't have to wait for Denver to lose or win.
Absolutely. So that's why I said that Cardinals game cost us. The Indianapolis game cost us. Buffalo at home cost us. Like it was games that we should have won that cost us. So
Alan Pupar got mad
can't be
last
up by
year.
10 and then lose the game. Huh?
Yeah, he was telling me, that was my Raphael Courtright was pointing out that Alan Pupart got mad because we had quality backups, whatever. I mean, look, at the end of the day, I
Mhm.
know that backups, usually most teams, if um your backup is coming in, Patrick Mahomes, doesn't matter, you name the team. If their backup coming in for a long time, usually
Right.
that's an indication that their season is kaput's donezo.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, we're in a unique situation, unfortunately. I think Tua's only played one healthy season
Mhm.
so far, and this is going in
Yeah.
his out of 5 years. Yeah, only one healthy season.
Listen,
And yeah, even
yep,
his
this is
rookie
the
year, he
sixth
got hurt for a
season.
little
We're
bit.
going to be a six. I know. I know. So, I mean, that's what we got to do. Knock on wood, man, and pray that this man can stay healthy. Hopefully they can protect him to keep him healthy. You know, I mean, my whole thing is like I keep telling everybody, that's our quarterback. I'm not 2-9. I'm not yay ready for Tua, but I don't want to see the man messed up and beat up like some of our fan base wants him to be. I don't wish that on nobody. You know what I mean? Because if he's messed up, beat up, whatever, guess what? It's gonna be another dismal season. I don't think Zach Wilson is it. I don't like. I don't understand that move at all. I just don't. Yo, Shake. Okay. I don't know what happened, but what's going on, folks? I guess Shake will be back. I guess that I don't know if that's the end of the show or not, but
Sorry about that. Yeah, we had some. My internet just went out. Yeah, technical difficulties.
I was wondering what happened. I'm sitting like one moment I was saying like, doop. I'm like, okay, shake,
Yeah, my
shake.
bad. My bad. Sorry about that. Listen.
You
All right,
good, bro? Shit happens, man.
let's wrap this up. I have we're doing an this year. Last year before we did the ultimate team. Last year we did the Mount Rushmore. This year we're doing an award ceremony. I got a bunch of categories here. I'm gonna shuffle them up, right?
Okay.
And this is all-time Miami Dolphins. And here's the caveat: you could only use that person, that player, one time. All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Let's see. Give me a number through 1 through 10. Shuffle.
7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, here we go. Category 1, category 2, 3, 4, 5. We're only doing 5 categories. So, and this is, not everybody's going to get the same question. So, here we go. Defensive MVP, all time.
Jesus. You said all time. Damn.
Leo Lemon is a court rights quarterback, if he gets that question.
Yeah, you got me really thinking all time. All time. Wow, Shake. Hmm. I'll say that. All right, so I'll go with Zach. Zach would be all time for me.
Zach Thomas, all right. All right.
Yeah.
Running back.
I was always a Ricky fan, so Ricky Williams.
All right. Here's a funny one. Linebacker.
Hmm. Damn, that's a good one. Because we got so many. We had a lot of good linebackers. And I said, you said I can't use this. I can't use this.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a good. I like that shake. That was good. Let me come back to it.
All right. Defensive rookie.
Let me come
Who had
back
their
to it.
best defensive rookie campaign?
Man, defensive rookie.
If you want, I could with the linebacker, I could go to another category too. If you want me to, you could pass. I could do another category.
Yeah, let's do another category for the linebacker. The defensive rookie. Damn it. Marina was a good. No, Marina's offense, but defense.
You want to do pass that one too?
Pass that one too.
All right, D line. All right, here's replace that one as defensive lineman.
Defensive lineman. Uh, of all time,
Yeah, all time.
I can't think of nobody all of a sudden. I can't think of no damn body all of a sudden. My brain is just like, bleh.
Jason Taylor, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't want to go. I didn't want to state the obvious because I know you're going to throw another question. I'm not going to be able to use Jason Taylor.
Offensive lineman.
So Oh, what's the name? I took pictures with him. Jesus Christ.
Richmond Webb.
Yes. Yeah, I'm sitting there like I took pictures. Yeah, Richard Webb.
All right. And the last one is the quarterback, believe it or not. And I already know who Raphael's quarterback is going to be. I know yours is Tua, right?
Cleo Lemon. He's gonna say. Yeah, I was gonna say. What's the name? I was gonna say. No, I was gonna say. What's the name? I wasn't gonna say Tua.
John Beck.
Jokingly, I was gonna sit there and say. There you go. I was gonna say that. But you already know quarterback. Quarterback is Marino. I mean, that was the first Miami Dolphin quarterback I watched. So, and that was the only quarterback I knew until he retired.
Marcus Vick is his backup quarterback. Oh man, I think he
Mhm.
converted too when he got there. But anyway, listen, man, I appreciate you for
Yeah.
coming on as always, Raphael. Appreciate you, Armando Swim, Scott Jackson, and everybody who came in and helped. Appreciate y'all, man. Make sure you hit the like button. And again, apologize for the technical difficulties, man. See you this Saturday at 11 o'clock for the
Yes,
wrestling.
sir.
Anything before we
Definitely.
head out, man? Any final thoughts?
No, no, I mean, thank you for having me on the show. I appreciate you, brother. Thanks everybody watching. Definitely check us out on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. or Sundays at 9 a.m. on YouTube and other outlets, IG, Facebook, and the Huddle Sports Network, the WCFL Dolphins Talk. Check us out. Appreciate you, Shake. Appreciate you, man. You can come through anytime as well.
All right, brother. All right, man. As always, man, fins
Peace,
up,
love,
and we
fins
out
up,
this
man.
bitch. Peace.
I know you heard me on the radio flexing. She loved the sound of my voice, it's the best thing. Daydreaming of the jazz all day. Pick up the phone late night with Larry K. I know you heard me on the radio flexing. She loved the sound of my voice, it's the best thing. Daydreaming of the jazz all day. Pick up the phone late night with Larry K.